So in this video I'm gonna show you how to fixing the arms model for the Counter-Strike 2 after the animate graph 2 update, which causing a lot of trouble because right now they changing the system for the animations graph to the animation graph 2, which they also including the updating the animation of the weapons on the first person mode. And this is actually making every player skin that we have bought before got revert back to the default models, just only for the arms but not the whole models. So the whole models, basically the whole characters is fine, but is looking completely weird in the first persons because it changed to the default arms instead of the characters arms. And because this change, a lot of things has been changed. Right now usually when you're making the arms models, you simply like adjust the angles and the bone rotations to be like exactly the same like the old ones, and the bone names are also like they changed a little bit. Wait, hold on. Okay, well yeah, basically the bone rotations and the names might be different a little bit, but right now these models that I showed to you is the one they use in the old system. Basically right now they do not including the animation preview animation for the update animation from the AG2, making that this will not work at all. And also the new arms models, they also including like the new whole one here. So you gotta have like the whole board for this, for the main characters, right? This in order to get things work. And also using the proportion will not work on the arms model. So basically when you open the blender, you got to rename the arms model to exactly the name of the bones that they got in the skeleton system here. So in this the Mavica models, I already adjust everything. So the bones rotations will be according to the CS2 bone system. So it is gonna look like this, where the red one is the x-axis. Usually is when is the red one is always the x, the green one is the y, and the blue one is the z axis. So the red one's always point down to the hands down here, and the green will go that way. You know, depending on how the bone system on the CS2 has been decided, you have to look at any models that actually like the default models. It's also completely fine, and you're gonna see that where the bones axis pointing at. So this one is the red one is pointing down to the hand, and the green one is the y, which pointing to the front, and the blue one, the z axis, pointing down. But if you come to look at the other sides, the x-axis is instead pointing up to the shoulders, and the green one pointing back and the blue one pointing up. It basically like is reversed here, and this one is the red one is basically like the main one that we actually use is at the reference, and this one got reversed. Okay, so this video is gonna be a little bit wrong because I mean it's gonna be a little bit long because they are gonna working on like the whole, I'm gonna show you the whole process and how I done with the models, and also showing that if is putting on the games how it's gonna look like. So right now let me pick up any kind of models if I like to use, and it's gonna be in the, of course, in the content photos, in the add-ons, and pick up any models that this one is already include the source files that I have been working so far. So I think I could start with a Kine, I think, and what kind of models that I currently use right now. Okay, I just type well, maybe just Kine news, but usually well, I just gonna look at the model inside here, and the arm models also including inside here. So basically the Kine 2B arms new. I don't know why the hell that I have working on that one, because the Kine models is actually the first one that I have been working on when I start porting the skin in the CS2. So this case you just find the files that I have been working on, assuming that you already have working the models before, so I'm not gonna tell you a lot about it. And it's 2B PM Blue Archive. I think I lost it. I think I found it. Okay, so it's in the decompile? No, decompile world model. So how I know that which one is my arms is this one is quad, but skin the arms model is actually kind of like a little bit complicated sometimes, because I think I mess up a lot of things inside here. But you know, if in case that you are not sure about that, we just can just start it like a new one here. So in this case, I already have the bonus export. I already have the arms model export in the folder, so I just all need to do was simply like import it into this one, and yeah. So if the arms model is the arms new 2B news, what's the mesh that are using it, and it has the name of the bone inside that one. But usually it will telling you, okay, this is okay, it's the arms F. Okay, this one is a file that we're looking for. It's a DMX file, and shit, where should I put this one? Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about that at all. So I just simply place it here, I guess. Well, never mind. Just copy the directories of this thing and select the armf, and it's gonna show you the whole arms here. Well, this one is from the Gmod, which I actually reported, port from the Gmod to the CS2, and now is this bone. Well, I just gonna change the wheel port to the not the stick but to the Ocon instead. Apparently not work, but we can adjust this one, and using the individual scale, so I can see that where the bone it is. Okay, so the front is nowhere, but this one is the left side. So first thing is basically you have to align how the bone X is actually pointing at. So we are currently using this one, but when I working on with these things, I always does not use the arm uppers at all. I just grab it from here like this one and just merge it to the twist instead of this one. So yeah, I have the tools here. Click on the cat and the optimization, select the bone and tell them to go to the active. And now first thing is you want to rotate the bone. Yeah, rotate the bone to be exactly the same with the CS2 bone. So I'm gonna click on the normals to see that it's pointing into the wrong way, because the blue, as I told you, is supposed to point down to the ground, and the green one supposed to point to the front side. And right now, in the case that you're not sure, you can click on the whole skeletons here and click on the X. It's gonna show you where the hell is pointing at, and make sure that you opening and snapping tool here using the board for rotation file, and set it to the files or whatever that you would like to, but I always using the file. And in this case, set this to the normal too and start to rotate. You cannot like go full 180s, all the bone axis will change and you have to do it again. So I always do 90s every single time. So 90 and the 90, and I check on the how the bones is actually how the bones painted weight look like. So basically in the CS2, when you part the skin, the whole arms, you're supposed to have the whole arms getting painted by having the twist arm here and not the main one. I don't know, but this in this way this actually work better. Okay, in this case is fine, so we can keep continuing to rotate for this one. Now for the hand, I don't think that we need to do anything about it. So you go see the hand out, you see that the red one, the red one was pointing down, the blue one pointing to that side. Basically this part on the left side no longer need to work on. So in this case, all I need to do, wait, okay, I want to shake something. I want to shake that if this part has the weight. It does not have at all, so you can just delete it, or maybe just for the safer one, you can merge to the arm instead of deleting it. Actually, I would say that it's actually safer than this one. Well, in this case, not to the parent. Scheiße. Okay, all right. So yeah, we got this. And now in this case, we have to look at this one. It appears that the green one is point to this. It's point to the correct one, but the red one is supposed to point to the up to the shoulders here, but it's not. So in this case, you cannot rotate here. You cannot rotate in this one, so you have to adjust on the row instead. So it's a 180 degrees, so you just making some simple calculation. This one is gonna got about 31, and same for this one. And right now it's pointing up. The red one, the blue one is correct, but for the hand, well, it's pointing down, but the blue one also in the wrong way. So how you do that? Well, actually it's quite simple, but doing the 180 degrees, well, I'm not sure. Maybe I just look at this one again. Look at the hand R. The blue one is pointing to that way, and the green one's pointing up. So okay, so this one, all you had to do was select like all of the fingers here and select this one, but exclusively the thumb first, because you're gonna need to working on this later, because it's in, like, you know, they're not aligned with this one in the first place. And make sure that you are using the individual origins for this rotation, and just do is 90 first before you going up again. Yeah, I know it's look weird, but this is actually the correct way. Let me save this thing and to the kine, and wait, this one, okay, I just save that the arm AG2, it's fine. And then for the thumb, do it at 90 degree, okay, and one more time. Perfect. Now you got all the bones alive in the new CS2 bone system, so you rename it. And for the arm models, you have to rename it to exactly the names of the arms bones. So for the forearms, this one's gonna be the arms lower, and with the size, this one is the left side, it's gonna be the L. This one is the twist, and it has to be twist, and this time twist 1. Don't ask me how, but I follow the instruction. The L twist 1 is actually the one that correct, and it's making like it will work like exactly like the same that we used to work on with these arms models. And this one and L's, and you got to rename it. This whole fucking shit, it takes some time. Okay, the right side. So I renamed the whole things here, and we're gonna export this new models for the arms to the path that we want to make it happen. Basically, we're gonna export to the new arms folders, because right now the things has changed different. I mean, the things has been changed for these arms models. It's gonna be in the phase 2 folders. With the models, the names, the models of the path that you had been set it before. Basically, in this case, in the kine, if I set the kine to the path of these things, basically the character models assistor neoreplicant kine 2b in the phase 2 is gonna have like exactly the same like this one. So I copy this path and copy it. This one's gonna be neoreplicant, and it's cannot have in this one, but that's fine. And the kine 2b. And then about the naming system, well, you simply like name it to the kine 2b and to the AG2. But in this case, we just need directory for exporting, and we're gonna export just for the DMX file, and we click accept this one and export it. And right now, you also, I think I forgot to check about the material. How about the materials? Materials have been using only for the cloth. I see only one. Okay, should not be a problem. Now I save this thing, and you're gonna get like the files. This is based on what you name on the collection here, which is I name it to the arms F. And in this case, well, after we export it, we're gonna grab the template, but right now I do not have the template available. So all you need to do was simply grab it from this one, any files that I have worked on before, and to the kine, and rename it to the kine 2b and AG2, simply like this one. You have to have the AG2 behind this one, or else it will not work at all. So I will also gonna have some duplicate here in case of this thing does not work. So, but right now the thing is work, so we are just gonna go to the models of the AG2. Right now is the Mavuika's models, but that's not but we can change it to something else. Kine, and then looking for the armf. Does we have the armf? Yeah, this one. And then comply it. Right now it's look a little bit weird because this is because the positions of the arms, maybe the arm twist was different, but right now we should make this one visible first. Now you see it. Soon you won't. It's look a little bit weird, but this is because the position of the arm twist was different. So I just gonna grab the arm twist one and move it down a little bit. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just 6. and this one go for the left side too. Okay, I didn't grab the whole things. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and after that we export one more time and recompile, and you see it's gonna go magically go up there. Okay, let's see. All right, look good so far. And right now the arms was kind of ready for these things, and we check it for the run news just to check that if every fingers is actually moved or not. In this case, I think the Kine arms is looking fine, and then I think a little bit short, I guess, but that one is also look good. Okay, so I assume that is looking good for the Kine 2B AG2. So now I just gonna closing the arm models, because doesn't have anything that you can work on with the arms model now. This is finished, and but I gonna do one more things is I gonna duplicate these things and rename it to some files, because I was experimenting some things. My assumption is basically like if you do not want to create a new file, it has some like weird bug where after you working on with this stuff and only the arms models appear, but not the view models, not the world models, not the host characters appears in your games. So I just gonna create it for separate this one, and in case of things was going like happen like badly, in the case it does not work. Okay, so right now you come here and you want to deal with the body groups and another stuff, but first let's change the arm models, and the arm models is gonna be not this one, but it's gonna be arms go to the Kine 2B AG2, and then I compile it. It said that it's failed because the one that you have to working on right now, you have to rename it for this thing, and yeah, you got to make it like this one, name it to the bodies according to the main one, and this one is a face, but the face doesn't have anything, isn't it? Oh yeah, it does not have anything. But working on with the body group, basically like you're gonna need to, well, I gotta disable this one. You're gonna add all the mesh that you use for this one. So basically like right now we already have like the body, but we do not include the whole things here. So I'm gonna have to include the body, face, the hair, the flower, and the feather. It's actually basically everything. So I come inside here, and I did fucking include this one. Okay, default growth, it has been included, but it also asking that why you not name it. Growth. Okay, it's compliant, and the error was gone, and we're gonna have to add the rest of the stuff. So I add face, I adding the feather, I adding the flower, I adding the hair, the skirt, and the dye. Oh my god, why the hell that you name it like that way? So right now the whole thing was set up, and there's only like one problem is, if I want to be sure that this thing work properly, I might have to delete the already compiled file in the folders inside here. So I'm gonna close it up, and then I go to this location of the file. I'm gonna go to this one first, and the one that already compiled. So right now, so first thing is I rename this thing to the AG to the Kine 2B, just simply in that way. So this one is the uncompiled file in the first place, so it will not work. And now I come here and delete the not this one. So I select the another stuff first before I delete, because if I still in that page, it's gonna compile for me automatically. So right now this thing got recompiled, and this thing got recompiled. So right now we got like the fresh new file that got the compile, and in this case I have made a separate one for the backup in case of the things does not work. And then I select for the Kine to be without the underscore in the first place here, and yeah, I got it complies completely. So in case of you fuck it up with the models, I do not want to help you because I'm too lazy to explain every shit unless that you are working with me. I mean you, Kenyas and Koharu, the guys that work with the models with me here in the enemy DAO servers. So we can upload these things and hopefully that the things getting fixed. So Val was updating my workshop quite faster than I expect, so we can test it right away. Right now I have the server running on the local here, and all I need to do was connect it and using the plugin that I set up inside the servers to change the model. Actually it's very simple plugins, and I change to, well, first one is GoShip, isn't it? So I go to the model, and it has two types of model, so I have two Kine here, so I change with the Kine one. Well, actually work, they look pretty good. This the Kine one was basically like the models that I working on, like, you know, the original one. So basically right now I know that what happened when you working on with the old models from the old system, you're gonna have to after you change the ARMS model to the new, the AG2, you have to remove the old one first and then recompile it, because if you're not removing it, it's gonna have some errors where the only the ARMS model is showing up and not the Pro models, as you can see. Okay, so I have the second one here, the Kine 2. Well, hold on. Okay, Kine 2 also work in the same time. Basically they are the same models. So that's how the updating the ARMS models work, and thank you for watching.